One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Red Raiders offense will come out first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is exactly exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense has its first up. Of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Johnson wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair. A solid return, gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up, it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Joyner. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Morton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. No chance to run, but still a good game.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Got rid of it just in time.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. On the run, it's Dickey. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up. At the 36.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Virgil. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and more. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. The quick out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Creates a little space. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He rifles one deep down the right side.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on.
There he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Might be changing the route. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Morton. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
In this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Raider. A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
Turns it on down the left side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Back to throw, it's Morton. With the catch, it's Joyner. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bradley. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Johnson looking to throw. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That's caught. It's Virgil. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. On the ground, it's Joyner. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Looking for room at the 25. Good, solid tackle.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Snags it over the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
On the move, it's Edwards. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they really featured this guy today.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over ULM. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He powers his way ahead. Gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Kansas State will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Morton. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be
picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hogan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Grabs it in the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This drive will open from the 15. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Joyner. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught over the middle. It's Douglas.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Good timing on the quick out. And the Red Raiders get enough for the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Still looking on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. The Red Raiders get enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess. A first down run in the red zone. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it. Down in one that did not pay off. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Plucks it out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Eakin. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Dickey. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Irvin. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have... field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The pitch. Inside the 40. He's pushed out of bounds. Inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The option look. Quick toss. Gets it past the marker. Flying out to the left. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.